I've been craving a little bit of beef, some Korean barbecue. We've been trying to distance ourselves and the craving is not going away. So today we're gonna make Korean style beef jeon. It's called Yukjeon in Korean, and laid over some rice. And of course, you gotta have some tangy Korean barbecue salad on top. Add all three together and you got a happy Daniel. The game plan, let's handle the greens first because we want to eat that beef extra hot. We're going to use spring onions. Pointer finger length is good. Open up one side. We can do that for each layer, kind of like an onion. And these things are very easy to cut, so good knife practice for beginners. And then we're going to drop it in some cold water, and this is going to shock the onions and remove some of the harshness from it, and we're just left with that nyam 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 nyam. Let's do half a tablespoon of gochujang, which is Korean red chili pepper paste, 1 tablespoon of gochugaru, 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. How do we say that in Korean? 간장. That's right. All right, and if we're going to learn Korean, if you say 좋아요, that means I like. You put the noun in front. 간장 좋아요. I like soy sauce. Go to a Korean restaurant, point at something, say 이거, which means this. 좋아요 means I like these. And the Korean waitress will smile. She'll be like, oh my god, you know Korean. All right, guys, and then here's that plum extract syrup. I really like this one. It works so great for marinades. 1 tablespoon of meshil, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, toasted sesame oil. We always use toasted sesame oil. And then 1 tablespoon of sesame seeds. Mix that up. But Daniel, I don't have meshil. Can I still make it? Yes, we have a substitute recipe on futuredish.com. Simply type in Korean barbecue salad and it should be salad number B. Happy? Yay! All right, and Daniel, what kind of meat are we working with today? Well, I'm happy that you asked. In Korean, we call it 홍두깨살. And look how thinly cut it is, right? There's not that much marbling in between. It's a very lean cut. I think in the US it's called round of eye. So if you go to your butcher, ask for a round of eye steak, come at home and slice, work on that knifing skill. And then try to get them very thin like this. Or just go to the Korean market and ask for 홍두깨살. Now FYI guys, sometimes you'll buy beef at the market and it's red. And you come home and you know you're gonna cook the next day, so you put it in the refrigerator because you don't want to freeze your meat. So you put it in the refrigerator. Then when you open up the next day, it's gonna be very gray. That happens because of myoglobin. I'm not gonna go into the details, but basically if you want it to turn back red, open it up. This especially happens if it comes in a vacuumed package. But open it back up, let it sit out at room temperature, and it's going to turn back red. This is also back in the process of turning very red. In terms of size, roughly around the size of your palm is very nice size. Yes. Get another paper towel and just pat it down. You see some of the excess liquid coming off. We'll season with a little bit of salt. Go up high. A little bit of black pepper if you like. I like. All right, then 2 trays out. First one, let's crack 3 eggs. Can I crack an egg with one hand? Is my TV ready? Oh, almost. We're not there yet, Danny. Come on. Mix that up. And then we have many options here. For me, I like to use buchimgaru, which is Korean pancake mix. You can get it at gochujang, but you know, if you just want to try out this recipe, AP flour is fine. But if you want extra credit, put this much AP flour, you know, just the majority. And then 1 or 2 tablespoons of starch powder. It could be corn or potato starch powder. Hand, calm down. Or if you look in the back of your cabinet, you might be able to find some tempura mix. That also works as well. Just make sure, because sometimes I make this mistake, that this flour, AP flour, pancake mix, whatever you're using is not expired. It just tastes terrible. All right, for our new cooks, we want to coat our meat in some sort of flour first. That way the egg has something to bind to. Let's put it in, give a nice coating. All right, but not too much because we're not deep frying this. And from here, you can go directly into a frying pan. This is the normal way to make Yukejon, but I would highly recommend putting it back, naughty, into the flour or your pancake mix and give it another dabble. It's gonna form little crumbs on the crust and you'll see. Get a good amount of oil into the frying pan. And once the pan is hot, Before we put it on, let's reduce this to a low heat. Put it in. Now guys, remember how thin that meat was? It's not going to take long. So flip them over. Beautiful. And because we dipped it back into the flour at the end, you get a little bit of crumbles on top of the meat. You got it back when you're on the... Guys, you can always add a little bit more oil. And take a look at this. Look at that texture right there. And a key step here, sprinkle a little bit of salt while that oil is still doing some karaoke on the skin. It's bubbling around. That's when you give some salt. Crunchy on the outside, and then it's kind of like roast beef on the inside. Amazingly tender. This is literally something else. At this point, you're gonna be very hungry, so quickly empty out this water. So don't put all of the seasoning in, but just a little bit. All right, and then let's toss this up. This is our salad, which will clean our palate after we just start going in on that beef. That looks good. Ooh. Let's get some fresh rice. We'll add some rice at the bottom. And these guys are a little bit big to stack. Cut this in half. Arrange them around our bowl. That skin is now starting to remind me of Kentucky Fried Chicken. And then of course, we'll put a green onion in the middle. And there it is, my friends. Just to make it look a little bit nicer, dollop of sauce on the top. This is Yukjeon Toppa. My goodness, I'm so excited. And some of this rice on the bottom. Ooh, I might as well just stack it on top. Let's go in. Oh my gosh, now I know why there was such a big line at the mall for this. Katie.
Wow, look at the visual.
You remember how big the line was for this? Try it.
It was 15,000원.
Yeah, $15 for this.
So I dropped it.
Katie, my back hurts, hurry. I'm crouching. So Katie, what do you think?
Double thumbs up.
Double.
That's delicious.
Really try it at home. This one's really good.